Yeah, definitely a tough situation. I don't think we can. Can we talk to? No. Let's see. Yeah, a couple of things. Buy a few of these. Let's see. How we... Yeah, buy a few of these. Okay, that should be fine. Then... Might be able to make a couple of these. No, it was... I think it was an axe, but I don't think I can... Yeah, I already got the Flamberg. Oh, that's weird. For some reason it had the weapon there twice. Let's see. Talk to Raven, talk to Carol, talk to Judy, talk to Rita and Estelle. Who else is there? And talk to Patty. $50 is cheap. All the other inns are too expensive. Oh, Patty's gone. Ah, here we go.
Glad you could make it.
Yeah, that was probably what I had to do.
Sorry to keep you waiting. You'll be heading back too, right?
Yes. Thanks to your help, we've recovered our strength. We were thinking we'd cross the desert with you all. That is, if you don't mind.
Just make sure you don't go wandering off.
How about us? What's our plan after this? I'm headed for the Air Crene and the Wiesen of Kados. But I am curious about the Entelikeia, too.
I have the honored task of delivering this letter here to Bellius.
Yeah, so we probably have to go all the way back to Nordopolica.
I'd like to meet Bellius once myself. I mean, seriously, the Duce. I want to see just what kind of person the leader of the only guild to rival Altosk really is.
Bellius?
Yeah. Bellius is the Duce of Palestrale, which governs Nordopolica. She's the most important person there.
You're friends with someone that amazing, Carol?
Huh? Friends? Well,
It's Nordopolica for me too. I'm gonna see what Flynn has to say about those knights in Mantake. And that's assuming he's still in Nordopolica, of course.
Yeah, he probably is, because that's where we saw him last.
I want to know why the Antilochaea hate the child of the full moon. Which means I have to meet Pharaoh.
but there's gotta be another way that doesn't involve Pharaoh.
Right. Besides, walking around in the desert just looking for him wouldn't be easy.
Why don't we all head for Nordopolica then? You're only looking to find out the reason you were attacked by the Antilochaea, correct?
Yes?
I imagine Bellius could tell you if you met with her.
Why? Because of the connection between the Antilochaea and the Colosseum?
I do remember Jaeger mumbling something about the Entelikeia of Nordopolica.
if we can believe anything he told us.
Well, we'll pass through the Wiesent of Kados on the way to Sibelius. Good enough?
True enough. All right then, Nordopolica it is.
Woohoo! Destination set.
First, let's get back to Mantake.
What about Patty?
If I remember correctly, there were some people in Nordopolica who didn't think too highly of Patty.
I'll be fine, as long as I don't run into any of them. As soon as I'm out in the open sea, everything will be okay.
Then, will you come with us?
Aye, that I will.
Back in the party yet again.
Didn't Belias only meet with people on the night of the new moon?
Yeah, we'll have to get a move on if we're going to see her. I'll kick myself if we miss the new moon and have to wait another month.
Yeah, true. Which means we gotta move it. Oh, here we go. Likes and dislikes.
Jorgen and Mantake are totally different. It's much cooler here. Maybe it's the ocean.
The ocean is very nice, yeah? It's a beautiful place, too.
But it seems boring. I wonder what the folks here do for fun.
I kind of like it. This kind of calm, quiet village suits me. I can't stand loud people.
Oh, that's gotta hurt, old man.
She was talking about the town, not about me.
Maybe.
Do you really hate me that much?
Aw, poor Raven. Alright, so we gotta head back that way. Got a triple off of this one. Didn't mean to. Oh well, we're already here. I got paralyzed. Fine, Estelle. That's fine. There we go.
Yeah, I feel good. Thank you, thank you.
Okay. We got axes up. We got item thrower too. Still working on those. Alright. And... okay, still's good. Alright, clear CL and crystal.
Can a clear CL crystal really be used to make a barrier?
If they could, and we had enough, we'd be able to make as many barriers as we wanted.
Then even areas that suffer frequent monster attacks could be assured safety.
Yeah, but if it were possible, wouldn't something like that have happened by now?
Maybe it's best not to get our hopes up about it then.
Ever the realist, I see.
All I'm doing is speculating on the most probable outcome.
Actually, I think that's what being a realist means.
Because he's right on top. I'm gonna go to enter desert, just so I don't get the encounter. I'm pretty sure... I'll have to double check. Because I can choose which one. think I can get into town this way too. Ah.
This doesn't look good.
We must be cautious.
Instantly. That was us.
These are the threads that weave our...
Okay. Aha, cool. Okay, I can. Alright, made it back to Mantake.
Whew, we're finally here. I've seen enough sand to last me a lifetime.
You're telling me.
Look, there are people outside the town.
Wonder if that means
Oh.
the curfew's been lifted.
And I see somebody that we've seen before. Yep, Cumore.
Cumore!
Easy now. Haste makes waste.
Indeed. We need to be cautious here and see what's going on.
Hurry, hurry, all aboard. Let's all enjoy a nice little tour of the desert, shall we?
But while we're gone, the children!
I promise riches to anyone who can bring me the remains of that giant winged monster. Then your children will be able to live in the lap of luxury.
Please, don't make us go!
Stop your whining. I told you vermin to get aboard. Now get moving this instant.
That's just how we were sent into the desert.
Why don't they get on board themselves?
Because they must know just how dangerous this desert is, just like what happened to us.
The giant winged monster must be Pharaoh.
More likely, yeah.
Yeah, but what's he want to capture Pharaoh so bad for?
Well, what are we gonna do? We can't just stand by and watch, can we?
I don't think it's a good idea to go right now.
I'm afraid that idiot isn't going to listen to anything a princess would say.
Then what should we do?
Carol, come here a sec.
Sabotage the wagon.
What? Yeah, I could do that. But I'd need tools. Wait, you mean...
Yep.
Yes, perhaps this will help.
Hey, Judy, there
How
we go.
convenient.
I can't take it.
You guys better bail me out if this goes bad.
Yeah, we'll think about it.
So you did pick that up?
Well, it was just lying there. I thought it might be useful.
You never know.
Whatever.
What's he doing?
Now about all we can do is leave it up to the kid.
What is it with these commoners? They're slower than slugs. Get aboard, damn you!
Sir Cumore, everyone is aboard!
Everyone except yourself.
What? Me?
Those who do their jobs slowly will never learn without punishment.
Sir Cumore, please, I beg of you. I have a wife and daughter.
If you'd like to stay here, I'm sure I could arrange for them to go in your place. Now be gone with you.
Carol.
Don't worry. That young man is very capable.
Yeah, Carol can take care of himself. No.
What's going on? Who was it that readied this coach? Fix the blasted coach! I will find out who's responsible for this.
I've got to hand it to the little runt.
You did it.
My heart was pounding like a drum.
This won't do anything more than buy us some time, though.
I think it's about all we can do at the moment.
We're still in the middle of our journey after all.
Yeah, Cat and Carol would start crying if we tried to tackle the knights head on.
True.
How about we make ourselves scarce before people start getting too curious?
I suppose we'll be on our way then.
Yeah, I'm sure your kids will be so happy to see you. But there won't always be someone around to save you.
Thank you again for all your help.
Mm-hmm. Well, you
Guess
found
we
the
should lay
parents
low at the inn for a while.
Brother Mac. Alright, knights in this town.
Using your power to terrorize people. There's not a soul in the lower quarter that evil. You've gone too far this time, Cumore.
Oh, that's right. We're gonna get another scene. Yeah, with Yuri's way of taking justice into his own hands.
Oh, you've returned safe from
the desert, yes.
Welcome back.
Looks like they've still got guards watching him.
You must be tired. Please enjoy your stay.
That Cumore punk is really a lousy guy.
Why are there so many lousy guys in the world?
It's probably some kind of disease.
It's gotta be the disease they call stupidity.
So you do catch on. I bet you're right.
I wonder why they're trying to capture Pharaoh.
I don't know, but at this rate, they're gonna send all of the adults in the town out into the desert.
And once the adults are gone, it might be the children's turn next.
No, that can't happen. If I just spoke to him as a representative of the Imperial family.
Are you forgetting what happened in Heliord?
Yeah, Estelle. He didn't care that you were the princess at all.
Yeah, not at all.
He's not the kind of person who'll reasonably listen to the words of a princess.
Whatever happened to the talk of going to Nordopolica?
So should we help the townspeople, or should we help ourselves?
Oh, we're already here. We might as well help out.
Rita.
Don't you want to know what the Antilocheia is thinking? If so, you should put this whole business with Cumore out of your mind for the time being.
It's a strange feeling to be agreeing with you, but I think we should focus on meeting Belias for now. Even if we captured Cumore, we wouldn't have the authority to try him for his crimes. If we can't do anything about him, we should focus on what we actually can do.
If only Flynn were here.
Flynn? But where is he?
He's in Nordopolica.
I wish I knew.
Guess we can't kill two birds with one stone, huh?
I'm sorry, Estelle. We don't mean to be ganging up on you. It disgusts me too, to imagine that jerk snoring all nice and cozy in his bed right now. But...
Rita, I understand.
Lock up a guy like that, and as soon as he's released, he'll just end up doing the same thing again.
Yep, you know what they say. The only cure for stupidity is death.
The only cure for stupidity is death.
Yeah, so since everybody's asleep, Yuri is going to take a matter into his own hands. That is what he does best. It's the main reason why he left the Knights. Because he didn't feel like their justice was upheld enough.
I guess I'll have to play by my own rules.
The other characters do eventually learn with what Yuri does. It did hint at that with what happened with Rago. Estelle learned that Rago was killed.
Cumore.
doing here?
No, just going out for a walk.
Someone come quick! You would cross swords with a noble? Very well. I accept your challenge.
I don't think we even fight him either.
No! How could this?
You talk too much, Cumore. The time's come for you to make your exit.
Do you have any idea the trouble you're in for even pointing that thing at me?
I don't know. I'd say at this point, Yuri of all people know, the price of doing this.
I'm not the one to blame. I've just been following orders. I had no choice.
Then don't hate me. Hate whoever gave you your orders.
Wait, how about this? I could use my authority to pardon all of your crimes. A fresh start. I may even be able to have you reinstated as a knight. I have no shortage of money. With enough money, I'm sure I could satisfy your every wish. Go ahead. Tell me what it is you want.
There's only one thing I want from you.
And what might that... No, stop! Stay back! Don't come any closer, you beast! I am Cumore, the captain of the Imperial Knights, the man destined to become Commandant! I beg you, spare my life! Please, no! Not like this! I don't want to go like this!
Tell me, how many times have you heard those very words?
And thus ends the story of Cumore. Well, more indirect this time, but there was a slight change because Flynn was
My
here.
people have taken control of things here. The residents of this town won't suffer any longer.
That ought to put you one step closer to your next promotion. I'm heading back to the others.
Yuri, we need to talk later.
I know.
I'll be
Yeah,
waiting
I'd say...
down at the lake.
Yeah, I'd say at this point Flynn already knows as well. Man, this town is quiet.
Who'd have guessed this town could ever be this lively?
Yes, it's a great relief to know the people here can live freely again.
I'm still in shock that Flynn actually came.
That was amazing timing!
But Cumore might just cause more pain somewhere else.
Well, about that.
You watch. Flynn will have that guy behind bars in no time. Right, Yuri?
Oh, yeah.
Yuri? Raven, you're gonna catch a cold.
He wore himself out playing with all the children. You'd think he was 12 years old.
Welcome back.
They're still going out there. I can't keep up with them.
What happened to Patty?
She's still dancing. I really don't get kids.
I saw you having a good time, though. You're an awesome dancer, Rita.
Shut up.
Hiya.
Huh? The old man's asleep already?
That was quick. Yuri?
Just gonna go have a word with Flynn. I'll be back.
Yeah, they could also definitely sense a change in Yuri as well. He's definitely feeling distant. But it just takes them a bit of time to pretty much learn everything. We gotta talk with Flynn first.
Why don't you have a seat?
You said we needed to talk?
Tell me, why did you kill Cumore? You know it's not our place to pass sentence on the crimes of others. He was to be punished in accordance with the laws.
And just what laws do you think would have punished him? The same laws that failed to punish Rigaud? Give me a break.
Yuri, you...
The laws have always been the tools of whoever happens to hold all the chips.
Just saying that doesn't make it right for individuals to judge right from wrong, or for you to operate your own private court of law. If the laws are at fault, then fixing those laws comes first. It's for that very reason that I'm still with the Imperial Knights.
But you can't deny that lives
True.
were saved because those bastards were put down. You'd rather tell those people, sorry you had to die today, I promise we'll change things soon.
That's not what I'm saying at all.
They're out there, you know. People so bad they'll just go on hurting others. What can the average person do but be victimized by people like that? You know it was the same way with our people in the lower quarter.
Even so, Yuri, what you're doing isn't right.
They both make really valid points for what their reasoning is.
Do you intend to rain your justice down on all the villains of the world? That's the behavior of a common criminal.
I recognize it for what it is, and I've made my choices. Murder is a crime.
And even knowing that, you intend to dirty your hands.
Intend to? I already have.
Yeah, because we've seen it happen twice so far.
So this is the path you've chosen.
Don't make me repeat myself.
I won't. But it seems you don't yet understand the full weight of your choices. As a knight, I cannot overlook your crimes.
I think he understands the weight of his choices.
Captain, I finally found you.
Oh, Sodia, good timing.
What is it?
Our barricade of Nordopolica has been completed. Also, it appears that the hunting blades are on the move. Sir, we must go to Nordopolica quickly. Captain.
Understood.
Sir.
Yuri? I know you better than anyone alive, Yuri. If you insist on walking down the path of a criminal...
Oh, wait! Repeat! Yuri.
So, you heard it all?
I'm sorry.
Are you afraid of me, Estelle? If you are, you can quit right here. Join Flynn and go back to the castle.
I'm not going back.
Hey.
It's true the things you've done are against the law. But I'm confused. It's also true that your actions saved the lives of others.
You never know. Someday I might turn my blade on you.
You'd never do something like that without a reason. If you ever end up pointing your sword at me, I'm sure I will have done something to deserve it.
If you're going to go with Flynn, now's your chance. You seem like he was in a hurry.
No, I'm gonna continue on this journey with you. It's what I want. Traveling with you, I know I'll find the right path for myself, too. So what I'm thinking is... here's to the road ahead.
Thanks.
There we go. Should be good. Yeah, so this is one of the few times where it is blocked in this game.
I haven't sawed logs like that for a good long while.
And it usually... wait for Raven to finish. It deals with Yuri and Estelle and death. It happens this time when, you know, Estelle learns about Yuri. And Estelle saying, even if you were to, you know, attack me, I'm sure you would have a good reason for it. And I won't spoil it now, but there is a second scene that comes up later on, which is also blocked, unfortunately. So, but yeah, it's one of the very few times there is a scene or two that is locked in this game, which is kind of unfortunate because it is very pitiful. It's not pitiful, pivotal to the story. It's a key point in the story to this, but for some reason the higher-ups for making this game kind of made it a locked scene, which is really dumb.
Yeah, it's called oversleeping.
We're ready to hit the road, so get that sleep out of your eyes.
Hey, old man, your eyes are all droopy.
What? That's not good.
Jeez.
Huh? There are fewer nights than before.
Yeah, Flynn and his crew went back to Nordopolica.
That must mean they were traveling by night.
Was there some emergency they had to deal with?
They wanted to eat some fish, so they went back to Nordopolica.
Yeah, either way, we're gonna
Patty.
head back as
They're
well.
not like you.
Maybe they had to take care of the monsters from the Colosseum.
I'll bet Paul Estrale requested the help of the Knights.
We'll have to wait and see.
Hmm?
Well, it's just that Flynn said something about a barricade.
Yeah, because that's what Sodia said.
Barricade? What could that mean?
Oh,
Are
Raven
they out
might
to
know.
arrest Bellius for what happened in the Great War?
I can't imagine that Paul Estrale would be outmaneuvered that easily by the Knights.
I get the feeling this is gonna get messy.
Maybe we should think twice about
Probably.
heading back to Nordopolica for now.
But the new moon's almost here. If we miss this chance, who knows when we might meet Bellius again?
If I can't go to Nordopolica, I can't get on a ship. If I don't get on a ship, I won't be able to find the Maristella or recover my memory.
That's all well and good. I'm just not in a hurry to get tangled up with that armor-wearing bunch.
Me neither.
We'll just have to be careful, like always. No use panicking about it.
Don't forget, I want to take a look at the air crane in Kados.
Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. All right, let's head out.
Okay, so the plan is, I was giving this some thought when it comes to these blocked cutscenes. I hadn't saved over this part yet, so I'm thinking I'm going to have a secondary save for this playthrough, just so I can get that cutscene. I can record it a different way, probably using a phone or whatever. Even though I don't have a capture card, I could probably get it that way, just so everybody can see the scene, because the scene is fun itself. I mean, I was voicing it earlier, and the next one coming up in a while is also pretty, it's a key point to the whole story. So I'll probably add I'll add the scene during the editing, so even though it shows up, I'm sure if anybody was watching it just then, it shows up as a blue screen and you only heard me talking. What I'm going to do during the editing is that I'm going to have a secondary save. I'm going to go back. So I'll just do that right now. That way I can just grab it later. So I'll leave that there. And I will have number 6 as the main playthrough. So I'll do this one, I'll do it off stream too. It's like after the stream is over, I will download this when it's all processed through YouTube, because that'll take a little bit. And I will go back and play through the game to that scene normally, and I'll record it with the phone just so I could get the scene, and then I'll add it as I'm editing the playthrough itself. And I think I'll do that for the other scene as well. Oh, so this is a side quest. Yeah, so that's the plan. I'm going to have the secondary save so I could get that scene. And I'll add it post-production. Because it's really not that bad. I mean, it only talks about, you know, Estelle learning about Yuri killing people. Yeah, because you'll see the little pop-up, too, that says, hey, the gameplay has been blocked because this is a block scene, yada, yada, yada. Can only record audio. So you'll be able to see it from my end. Yeah, and I could do that off stream. I could do it after this one, because it'll only take a little bit. Because I think I saved it like right before that. Yeah, and this was the frustrating thing I was talking about with Vesperia and Berseria. Those two games, they're entirely locked, which is really frustrating. So in order to play these games like normally, I would have to get like a PC version of the game or get what's called a capture card, which I don't have. I only have the PlayStation version, and I don't have a capture card. I could buy one, but that would also mean I would need a more powerful computer to stream that at the same time, so it's not something I could normally do. But for now, I can just continue with this as normally, because I believe that was only... It's only 2 scenes in this game. I knew of the one that was... it happens much later on, but I forgot about this one too. So it should only be those 2. But, yep, that's the plan. I'll record the scenes after stream so we can see it from my point of view. Alright, so these guys are pretty much just talking about side jobs. Alright, Keymore is missing. Yeah, what's up? I can just double check a couple of things here. As you're... Yeah, so they were kind of going to more, yeah, pretty much adding both. And Xbox, Microsoft, they actually made a pretty good decision. They were actually going to start adding... Yeah, true, because we don't know much about it either. Because I know the next generation of consoles, I think they were supposed to be scheduled for 2027. The PlayStation 6. And whatever Microsoft is going to be doing for the Xbox. But Microsoft did make a pretty good decision with also working with PlayStation exclusive games coming onto the Xbox, which is definitely cool. I think I got that right. Or am I thinking the PlayStation? Yeah, I think that's right. Microsoft getting PlayStation exclusive games. Yeah, which is good. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I couldn't remember which one it was. Yeah, the whole console versus console thing, especially when we're at the point now, is like these consoles cost a lot. I mean, we just had the PlayStation 5 Pro drop, and there's no reason the console needs to cost like $700 or $800. But you were also thinking, it's like, all right, if we are only playing $700, wouldn't that be cheaper than buying a $2,000 computer? Well, that conversation for another day. Anything computer-wise or gaming-wise is definitely an expensive hobby, but there is a reason why computers are much more expensive, and they do quite a bit more. So, alright, Kimura is missing.
Things are bound to improve here in Mantake, now that Flynn's liberated the town.
They did allow the ringleader to escape, though.
Cumore? Flynn will catch him in no time, right, Yuri?
Oh yeah, sure he will.
Is something wrong? He looked troubled.
Estelle's not her usual perky self either.
That's not true. I'm as happy as you all are that Mantake's been freed.
If you say so.
Yeah, they're also seeing the change in Estelle and Yuri. Yeah, because I know some people have made the argument of, it's like if computers are going to cost like $2,000-$3,000, what's the point of buying a computer if we could just get a console? And people, you know, tend to forget, it's like computers can do much more than just play games and watch movies. I think I'm good here. It's a family. Yeah, so I guess we could just head over to Nordopolica, see if there's anything else. Who are you? Ding dong, I'm Cows. You can call me KZ for short. Nice to meet you. It's almost like a cat. KZ, do you think Cows is playing short enough? No need to be so sassy, Flatty makes gestures. Oh no, oh poor Rita. Flatty makes gestures and I like the cut of your jib, KZ. I'm surrounded by idiots. What's the point of having big boobs anyway? They just get in the way. I guess. So, what are you doing in a place like this anyway? Good question. I guess you could say I'm helping out with some chores. Oh, that's so nice of you to help your mother out with chores. My mother? You're crazy. Who said anything about that? I'm helping out the Antlion Man. Is Antlion Man the name of a friend of yours or something? Yepperoo, something like that, Miss Bouncy Bouncy. Bouncy Bouncy? Oh boy, no, poor Carol. Anyway, could you let me borrow an apple gel? If you do, they'll show you what I mean. Yeah, we got plenty of these. Oh, thanks. Round and round we go. Where we stop, only I know. Alright. Catch! Ho-hoo! Thank you, thank you. And there he goes. What the heck was that? This is my friend, the Antlion Man. You could call him A to the L for short. Alright. I'm at a loss. So, he took that apple gel, huh? I think so. I was too flabbergasted by all this weirdness to really notice. Yo, give that apple gel back, you. Give it back. Don't be so heartless, Flatty. Oh no. You just have to take this instead. Here. Milk. Fresh squeezed from the others of yours truly. Moo-hoo-hoo. Oh boy. Wow, I completely forgot about that scene. Oh, that was good. Oh, poor Rita. Oh, shenanigans. Alright. That was good. Alright, Flynn Part 2.
Your friend is quite talented, considering the ease with which he saved Mantake.
Who, Flynn? That was nothing for him.
You know him really well, don't you, Yuri?
Well, we've hung around together since we were kids.
You don't hang around together much anymore, though.
Yuri?
Yeah, that is true. I mean, Yuri and Flynn pretty much definitely go way back, but yeah, Flynn's been busy with being in the Knights for so much and for so long and raising ranks. And Yuri doing his own thing.
Good day.
Ah, are you going to the Wiesent of Cardos?
Yes, we are. Why do you ask?
The Imperial Knights have sealed off passage through Cardos. It's not just here. They've set up blockades at all of the routes through the mountains.
That's the barricade they were talking about.
Blockades? Why would they...
I don't know all the details, but I heard that it has something to do with some danger in Nordopolica.
What should we do? We need to get to Nordopolica before the new moon.
I wish I could help, but they wouldn't even let me through, and I have a travel permit.
Are you a member of the Fortunes Market?
Yes.
How'd you get your permit?
The Empire issues travel permits to Fortune's Market so that its members can travel wherever they want. At least, that's how it's supposed to be.
Right, but the Imperial Knights wouldn't let me go any further. I'm going back to Mantake, since there's no way to get around them.
Yeah, so we'll probably have to find our own way.
Should we go back to Mantake and chill out too?
What are we gonna do?
I think Judy helps out here.
Do you think Flynn ordered the blockades?
I couldn't say. Either way, we can't afford to be stuck here for much longer.
Yes, it'll be a lot of trouble if we miss the new moon.
But I don't think they'd let us through, even if we asked nicely.
Well, to be honest, we can go take a look and think about how to get in. The hard part will only come once we've gotten inside.
What do you mean, once we've gotten inside?
They set up blockades to make it hard to get out of the mountains. Getting inside shouldn't be nearly as tough. I think that much is safe to assume.
Well then, should we go back to Mantake to do some final preparations?
No, we're fine. Let's go like we are.
Yeah, because we've pretty much done everything we need to. Oh, here we go. Skewers.
Here, Repeat. Have a skewer.
That looks quite tasty.
Boiled eggs are the best part.
Nonsense! Daikon is the centerpiece, Patty. Daikon!
Hold up now.
That's unexpected. Usually you're happy with anything you can chew through, Rita.
That's just how good skewers are. But both Rita and the old man are wrong.
Where are they mistaken?
The true star of skewers is fish cakes. Especially the white ones.
Fish cakes, is it? And Repeat agrees. Well, I don't mind as long as it's tasty.